I'd like to talk about the larger dimension now of smarter townships, SEZs and cities. As you are aware that India is one of the countries, I think, where a lot of new development taking place, a lot of urbanization is taking place. As somebody mentioned today morning, I think over time, more than 50% of India is going to be urban. So increasingly, whether we like it or not, people are going to move into urban areas. So it is for us to plan for that. So now the new concept of technology planning for cities and townships that's coming in, and IBM is the leader in that space worldwide, and we are now doing that in India also, where just the way you have master urban planning, which is recognized as a concept today, there's an emerging concept of digital master planning, which means planning for the city in terms of technology. Along with the master urban plan, you will also do the technology urban plan for city. Then the entire framework for city in terms of all the facilities and services you've delivered can be based on that framework. I'll be talking about that towards the end. So the first aspect of what I talk about in a smarter township management or a SEZ or a city is in terms of smarter management. How we are able to, if you are able to have information, how you can leverage that information across all agencies and government departments, how you can anticipate problems in advance and prevent disruptions, and being able to take coordinated action. For example, if during the Navratri period in Gujarat, if in a particular township there is some celebration going on, people can be notified about it well in advance about the traffic routes that are to be avoided, alternate routes that are to be required, that people before they leave their home, they'll know about that, they can avoid those particular routes, or you can have those variable messaging signs where that information can be put up so that people before they reach the spot, they can be told about the alternate routes that are available. Second area that could be applied for is in case of an emergency or a disaster, how everybody, all the collaboration among the various entities could be done in a more effective manner through these operation centers. So that's the concept of this township or a city operation center, where each of the units within the city or the township, like the energy utility, the water utility, or the transport management entity, can monitor aspects pertaining to their own operations in a very complete manner. They can know, for example, the traffic authority can know what are the bottlenecks, what's happening at each point of time, how many vehicles are in the pile-up. And the advantage of this also is, very often there are interrelationships between various departments involved. For example, if you have a water overflow from a manhole or stormwater overflow in a particular city on a road, obviously it's going to have an impact for the water department because the supply of water may have to be affected. It may also have an impact for the sewerage department, but in case it makes the sewerage, then there will be danger of health hazards. The health department may have to be brought in because in case the contamination of water is there, it can result in a health hazard. The transport department may have to be informed because in case there is a lot of flooding of water on the road, that particular road may have to be cordoned off and some other alternate route decided. Other departments like the healthcare department, education department may be involved if there are any public schools or hospitals in that area who need to be informed accordingly. So the point of this is, any particular aspect of a city or a township can have an impact on numerous other areas. Today, in most cities in India today, the operation is very largely in terms of silos. The water department typically, the municipal corporation typically would work in its own way, the traffic department's own way. So there are problems in terms of one, sharing information between the two, and second, even where information is available, very often the same version of the information is not available. So even the map of the same area sometimes may not be the same for both two departments. They may not be working on the same thing. With the result that there are often very severe issues in terms of collaboration and coordination. The third aspect is, if you are able to put together all this through an integrated operation center for the township or a city, then you'll be able to also take proactive action in terms of trying to plan for a lot of things in a systematic manner. Today we are very often face situations where the telephone department comes up and digs up a road. 1 month later, the electricity department comes and digs the same road, and a month later there's a problem with the water pipeline and the same digging happens again. So if you're able to coordinate the responses of all these departments through these operation centers, it will be possible to possibly coordinate the responses that at any point of time you're able to synchronize their activities.